love the house the way it was, the way it is originally, but it has a lot of aspects of the house that were dated. There was a lot of built-ins, furniture, and cabinetries and platform beds that today is not appealing anymore. So we definitely wanted to get rid of all that stuff, but one thing leads to the other one. By getting rid of this, you have to refinish the walls, and then you have to refinish the floors, and the staircase railing, it wasn't made up to code either, and so we had to update it as well. And by updating that, we wanted to do some changes, but without losing the integrity of the original design or the mid-century modern appeal. I love the mature landscape when I first saw the pictures of the house online, and I love the trees and all that. And I started reading a little bit more about it, and I realized that it was made by this architect inspired by Frank Lloyd Wright. I love mid-century modern. That was, a big plus, to move forward to the house, and he felt exactly the same way. Plus, this house is very characteristic. It's not the typical Florida construction. It's completely made out of wood. We personally don't like manicured landscaping, that everything is nice and perfectly cut and trimmed and all that.
I mean, you can look and walk around the house and see how the house really just fits in the little nook under a big, huge tree branch. Really old oak trees, yeah.
Right.
They just kind of flow, and the house was really designed around the trees.
I like nature to be what it is, wild and exuberant, and to be able to appreciate it. And that's what this house represents for us. Is all about it, nature. If we're doing this, why not to do this other thing? And because it doesn't. If you fix one portion only, might not complement the rest of the house. So again, you have to keep the integrity of the house and make it look coherent and cohesive in terms of design and architecture-wise. We didn't have time to look for our dream home here in Florida, and the pandemic hit. A lot of travel plans canceled, and we decided to look for a house.
We were both kind of looking together and then independently, and we both ended up finding this house, not knowing the other one had.
Yeah.
And he was saying, I want you to look at this house, but he couldn't find it on the website. He's going, and at the same time I was looking at what I had been looking at. I said, well, look at this one I found. And I showed him, and he went, oh my God, that's the one I was looking at. I was going, no. So that's kind of how we ended up on that. And then it was a matter, we were about at the point we were finding a realtor to work with too.
Well, trees and vegetation over here in this house is, what I fell in love with when I first saw it. I obviously don't want to change a thing, and I don't want to do any changes that could harm the trees or the surroundings, for that matter. So, we are trying to keep the integrity of the neighborhood as well as our home as a part of the neighborhood.
We expect when it's all finished?
Oh, it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be fantastic. For me, design is about functionality, practicality, and comfort. So it all depends on what our needs are, and that's what we are trying to accomplish with this house.